Hello, yeah, Star Soldier 1 back here again, baby. Well, I got Tuesday off here, so I might as well start a new series called Turbo Tuesdays, where we talk about the awesomeness that is the Turbo Grafx 16. So hopefully when I get more Tuesdays off and all that, let's talk about some Turbo. Woohoo! I did a video, I think about a week ago, where I talked about top 10 hardest NES games of all time. I'm thinking the Turbo Grafx 16 also has some pretty difficult games as well. So I picked out 15 that I think are pretty difficult. Let's see if you agree or disagree, or you can say, Ryan, that game is way too easy. Oh yeah, I totally agree with you, Ryan. That game is way too hard. Okay, let's start with number 15 here. Raiden for the Turbo Grafx 16. Again, an awesome port of an arcade classic. And yeah, I actually got a world record on this game recently too. On TwinGalaxies.com, shameless plug. But what makes this one so difficult is that your ship feels very slow, enemy bullets can be very fast, and when you die you lose everything. It's so tough, you know, having your home missiles at full strength, having your 7-way shot all taken away, and you're down to the puny twin lasers again when you die, and one hit will kill you. Thankfully the game gives you 6 continues to work with, so it's still pretty tough, but it can be beaten. Let's just say that. But good luck. You're gonna need it. Number 14, World Sports Competition. Yeah, this one's pretty difficult because you got to mash those buttons like crazy, kind of like track and field. But the game also has some very tough requirements. Like you had to do the games pretty much perfectly, master them all. Okay, so you go running, you go high jumping, you go to disc shooting, you go to wall shooting. You got to master all these games if you want to do well in the competition. And it can be kind of disorienting. Thankfully, the game has some practice modes and all that, but you better do well in them or you're not going to get far in the game at all. Okay, number 13, Legend of Hero Tomba. This one is cool. You know, IREM, they make good action games, but the problem with this one is, yeah, your hero is pretty weak. He only takes one hit, kind of like in other games like Ninja Spirit. Even when you get a lot of power-ups, boom, you lose it all. Start with the wimpy straight shot again. Very difficult. And enemies seem to pop up from everywhere. Thankfully, the game gives you unlimited continues, so you can practice all you want. Number 12 here, Impossible. Now this one is hard for all the wrong reasons. They place the enemies in some of the worst positions, and in a lot of certain situations, you're bound to take some hits, and that's just cheap. What makes it so difficult is that the collision detection isn't the best either. You just got this wimpy little kick to deal with, a few machine guns that have limited ammo, but other than that, you're still going to be taking a lot of hits. Yeah, pretty difficult. Not impossible or possible, but it's pretty darn close, and that's why you don't see a lot of playthroughs online of that game. Yeah, number 11 here, I hate to put this one on the list, but it is a very tough game. Super Star Soldier. Great game, but man, does it get difficult. Especially if you get all your power-ups, you get hit with one solid hit, you lose everything, and then when you continue in spot, you just have this wimpy little twin laser to deal with. You're gonna be pretty much screwed. Yeah, speaking of fun games, R-Type. Great shoot 'em up, but whoa, is it hard. You just got 2 continues to deal with, 2 credits. What makes this so difficult? One hit will kill you, of course. And you just got the full 8 levels of intense arcade action. If you die on stage 7-2, you better just forget it, because the game gives you no power-ups in that little section there. Enemies come from every possible direction. It's a nightmare. But I have beaten it before. And it's such a good feeling. Thankfully, your hitbox is very small. But still, one hit, you're done. You lose everything. Go back to your checkpoint. It's hard. Night creatures. Yeah. Number 9 here. What makes this so difficult is that when you get these cool animal powers, it drains your health. You go to a new section of the map. You try to defeat the enemy with punches or maybe like a weapon or something. You don't know which weapon to use. You have to go to a clunky menu system to select different weapons. Oh, it's aggravating. And it is a short game, but still, it's hard for all the wrong reasons, especially with the sloppy hit detection. Speaking of hard games, we're up to victory run here. This would have been a great racing game to introduce the Turbo Grafx 16 with, but the problem is, I think what turned a lot of people off was its difficulty. Can't talk today. The games make me choke. Okay. So it starts off like your basic Outrun clone. You know, you avoid the different vehicles. You're racing around in Paris. Alright, cool. But what makes it so difficult is that you got a lot of other factors to deal with. Oh no, my tires are going on me. It's getting all over the place. My suspension. Crap. And now I can't go over jumps without grinding my axles and all that. Everything's going on me. My car is a mess. So, yeah, if your car gets in the red with any of its little gears near the top, you're screwed. So where are we at now? Like number 7? Yeah. Again, a great game, but the problem is, yeah, the 3D perspective in this is pretty hard to navigate through, especially in the later levels when the mazes just get huge. I just find myself walking in circles sometimes just to figure out where the heck am I supposed to go. But it's still a great RPG. The problem is when you fight some of the monsters and they have advanced spells and all that, they can kill your party in just a few hits. And if you're far away from a town, you're not going to be able to revive your party. Hard game. But not impossible while we're tracking down. Turricane, number 6 here. Yeah, this one is difficult because your hero, even though he's like a fully armored badass and all, he can only take a few hits and you only got a little bit of leeway before you actually lose all your life. Thankfully, you can continue in place. You got lots of power-ups to deal with, but you know, good luck finishing this one and getting your crappy ending as a reward. Alright, we're down to the final 5 now. And here's where it really gets difficult. Okay, JG and Jeff. Has some decent moments in it, but man is it difficult. Okay, you got draining health for one thing. You got worry about a whole bunch of pitfalls. Stage 6-4, for example, the final stage, it just throws everything at you. Everything about this game is hard. It's an interesting challenge and all that, but I just don't think this is a cool game overall. They censored too much from the Japanese original. Yeah, it just drives me nuts. But, I don't know, if you like Super Mario Bros. And you want to play a platformer, it's okay, I guess, but good luck liking it. Okay, Time Ball. This one is a horrible puzzle game. You just have to slide around one piece at a time. It gets aggravating because the piece you're sliding around looks like other pieces. The graphics are very dull to look at. And it's just not fun sliding around one little panel at a time. Mess up your whole board. While you're trying to get somewhere, you're on a time limit, boom, it's over. Aggravating, no fun. Thankfully you can play it as long as you like, but you're just not gonna have too much fun playing it because it's so difficult. Okay, what's number 3? Deep Blue. Thankfully you can take a lot of hits, but your ship is still pretty weak. It moves slow at default setting. You can pick up speed, but once you get hit once, you lose it all. Oh, it's so unfair, especially around stage 4, where enemies just have to hit you once. You lose one color of your shields. So basically 4 hits, you're dead, with the worst possible enemies in the game. I haven't seen anybody beat this game legit yet. I did a video of it where I beat it, but I had to use the pause trick. Just so aggravating. It's Deep Blue. Not a lot of fun at all if you saw my review. horrible, horrible game. But this one I didn't think was too bad, but I think it's even harder, which is unbelievable. Cygnus Rod! Yet only one hit will kill you. You have a shield in the front of your ship that barely works half the time. When I done my review on this, that shield that was supposed to protect me, it didn't. It actually failed twice on me. And enemies come from every possible direction, and they actually have hit points where you don't. It's just so unfair, especially since enemies can shoot multiple directions. But it's not impossible, but good luck finishing it. I recommend getting the blue laser, keeping it, and hopefully you don't die. Yeah, good luck, because you're going to need it. Thankfully the game gives you unlimited continues. You have the ability to choose whether or not you can, die at a checkpoint or go to start a level. But other than that, good luck. Okay, so what's the hardest Turbo Grafx 16 game I ever played? Silent Debuggers is the hardest Turbo Grafx 16 game I ever played. Ever! It just drives me nuts. Holy crap. Okay, so I went to go see some footage on YouTube to see how do you beat this game. Nothing! Everybody I seen played it wasn't even able to finish it, even on the normal setting. I don't know if the North American version is just like too difficult or something, but there's just so many things against you in this game. First off, when you start on the second stage, there's a time limit. And once this time limit expires, boom, it's game over. Thankfully, it's over an hour, but still, you lose time when you die. Okay, you also lose sections of the key map when an enemy destroys it. So you want to hunt down these monsters, but nope, there's an air monster attacking your base. So you have to go all the way back to your base, defeat that monster, and then go back and hunt down the air monsters while your time is still ticking down. And your friend is no help at all. Oh, help me, I'm being attacked by monsters. Help me, I'm being attacked by monsters. All this time you're losing your lights. Yeah, if you lose your lights, you can't really get them back. It just, everything about that game is against you. If you use too many weapons, it drains your health. If you lose your lights, you can't see. If you run out of time by hunting down the monsters, which like to run, you're screwed. Oh, it's just nuts. Okay, and that's it. I don't want to talk about Silent Debuggers no more. That game just infuriates me. Okay. But, not all those games in there are bad. I still like a lot of them, like R-Type, Tron, Superstar Soldier. It's just, sometimes they drive me nuts. Okay. This is Star Soldier, over and out. Woohoo!